Hello, everyone. I'm Sugerface Cheesymelt, and I'm going to be telling you a story. Today's story is called The Story of the Chicken and the Dog. Now, this story is real. This story really happened. Um, and to give you some context and to show you where everything is, there was a house in the front and a house in the back, and there was no fence blocking either house. So the people from the back can just walk up to the people in the front, like come to their back door. There was no fence. So both houses were connected by a pathway. Their front door led to our back door. So that's where the houses are. One day, there was a chicken and a dog. The dog woke up and took its morning glory and was walking back over to her blanket when she noticed a bug. So she starts trying to play with the bug. She goes under the blanket, and her chain was is starting to wrap around her, with the blanket starting to wrap around her because she's trying to get the bug. She's chasing the bug. The blanket is wrapping around her, and she starts to get stuck. With the chain and the blanket and her fur being crazy, everything is starting to get stuck. She starts to struggle. Then she starts barking for help. The chicken hears her and comes over and says, "What's wrong?" The dog says, "I was chasing a bug in my blanket. I went under the blanket, around the blanket, on top of the blanket with my chain still on my collar. And now I'm wrapped up in my blanket and I'm stuck and I can't move and it's pulling my hair." The chicken says, "Well, don't panic. It's okay. It's gonna be okay." The dog starts whimpering, saying it hurts. It's pulling my hair. It's choking me. I can't move. The chicken says, "Don't worry. I'ma go get help. Maybe the people who live in the front of the house are home." Well, at this time, there was someone home, and she was awake. We're just gonna call her Sweet Woman. Sweet Woman worked all night, from 10 o'clock to 8:30 in the morning. She got off. She came home. It was around almost 9 o'clock. She come inside. She puts some coffee on because Sweet Woman has the opposite effect with caffeine. Caffeine makes her sleepy instead of wide awake. So she puts some coffee on and she goes sit down, and she's just sitting down, changing through the channels, sipping her coffee that she just got done making until she falls asleep. So back to the chicken and dog. The chicken says maybe the Sweet Woman or someone in the house is home. The chicken starts walking up to the back door and pecking at it. The Sweet Woman is sitting on her bed and she hears little taps. She says, "What is that?" So she gets up, and when she starts making her way to the back door, she hears a clucking noise. Bark, bark. She opens the door and she sees the chicken. The chicken is just barking all day long, making chicken noises. And the sweet woman looks at the chicken and says, "Are you okay?" The chicken looks at the woman and goes, "Bark, bark." But the chicken is saying, "Help, help, my friend is stuck." So the sweet woman decides to follow the chicken, making her way to the backyard, down the pathway the back of the to the house in the back, where she sees a big clump, where she sees a big blanket moving and whimpering. She goes up to the blanket and she notices the puppy. The chicken says, "Help is here. Don't worry, dog. Help is here." Sweet woman looks at the dog and says, "What a sweet little puppy. Did you get stuck?" So Sweet woman picks up the entire blanket with the dog wrapped in it and the chain wrapped around the dog. She's um she she's able to unhook the chain, but the dog's fur is still stuck in the blanket. So she takes so the chicken and the dog and the sweet woman go back to her house, where she gets a pair of scissors and she cuts the dog free. The chicken is happy that his friend is free. And then the sweet woman plays with the dog and the chicken. The sweet woman tells the puppy, "You're free, you're free," even though the dog is not a puppy anymore. It's 5 years old. Maybe. So the woman, she says, "Okay, time to take y'all back to y'all house." So the puppy and the chicken walk together. The chicken is so excited that his friend is free. So the sweet woman takes the chicken and dog back to their home and says, "Be careful, don't play too rough. You don't want to end up back in that blanket stuck again." The sweet woman walks off to go to bed, and the chicken and the dog start playing with each other. The chicken is so excited that his friend is safe, and the dog is grateful that her friend saved her life. The chicken and dog go back to playing, and the sweet woman goes to sleep. The end. Thank you for listening to my first story. I know that is all over the place probably, and I may have not done a good job. But this is my first story, and I hope all of you will love it. And if you don't love it, let me know in the comments. The dog is a girl, the chicken is a boy, and the sweet woman is just a woman who lives in the house in the front. And this story really happened. And the dog is okay, and the chicken are okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back later for another story. Bye.